People say that modern music is dead, that it's not beautiful or romantic anymore. But I've discovered the most moving, mesmerizing, beautiful lyrics ever.
Is it My Anaconda Don't Want None Until You Got Buns, hun?
It's close, but I think it's even better. It nearly brought me
Really?
to tears. Shake that ass like a donkey with Parkinson's.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hello, friends, and hello, foes, and welcome to the Comedian Nuts podcast. My name is Josh, and joining with me today is the man who once curb stomped a guy for a capsicum. It's Jono.
Curb stomping is mostly acceptable, but even more acceptable if it's for a capsicum.
I think that's exactly true.
Why would they make them in traffic light colours if it wasn't related to roads?
That's so true.
Have you ever curb stomped anybody?
No, I don't think I have.
No, but I tell you what we do have.
We have
an
got a couple
absolute
of lovely
ripper of a
segments.
lineup. There we
Jono,
go.
I went museum.
You did go to the museum.
I
You've
got a
been
little bit
talking
of
about
story.
this for a little while going to the museum. You finally pulled the trigger, paid that $15 dues and went to the museum.
Went into the museum, had a story. What's next after that, Jono?
Well, the museum was a good time for you and you did a lot of learning. So I thought now that your brain is really big, it's time for a return of Moron Maths.
Oh, what about that? And after that, Jono, we've talked about bad science. We've
have.
talked about bad people.
We have.
But it's time to talk about a bad ad. I've got a bad ad.
Is it even worse than that chai time ad?
Oh, it's a bad ad.
Okay, I'm ready. I always like a bad ad. And I tell you
Yeah.
what else I like. Reminiscing about
Reminiscing.
things that are slipping through our fingers.
That's a lovely time to
and
have.
I've got a school-related one.
Oh, that's good because I went to school.
You did?
You know what else I did?
What did you do?
I went to the next slide.
Let's do it. We practiced this. Anyway.
Look, to be honest, screw it.
You went to the museum.
I went to the museum. How about that? And isn't that a bit of time?
What happened when you went there?
I went to the
podcast.
museum, Johnny. It was lovely. I had a great time.
Yep.
I call it the land of baby chinos and Tupperware.
Really?
Because I went to the museum.
That's not what I was expecting.
Here's the thing. You go to the museum,
Yep.
and what do you expect to go to the museum?
I expect like dinosaurs and shit.
And I tell
That's
you what, I saw
expect.
a lot of old people, so I think that tracks.
Yeah, what's the demographic?
It's weird. I'd say predominantly families.
Okay, yeah.
Predominantly families, and a lot of old men sitting on benches because they can't be
Oh, like
screwed walking
grandma
around.
and grandpa
Yeah.
have taken the
going
grandkids.
down the benches.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, and honestly, kind of disappointingly, I
Yeah.
found myself going to the museum and realizing it hasn't changed since the 10 years ago I went there.
I remember this being a problem when we were in, I was probably like primary school age or whatever, and we like go to the museum every holidays, and then by the 8th time you go, you're like, this shit's the same every single time.
It's all the same.
And it's been, probably 15 years since you
I
last
went there. There was a dinosaur exhibit. That tracks.
That's the same thing.
There was the Melbourne gallery
Do they
area.
still have that big dinosaur that's head goes up like 3 floors?
Yep.
That shit's amazing.
They've got this big area where there's giant dinosaur bones.
Yeah. Did it
There's
have
one-
anything about how they've recently discovered that that's not what the dinosaurs actually would have looked like?
No, they haven't said anything about that. They just went, well, look at this cool dinosaur
This
bone.
is a bit of homework for the people. While the museum dinosaurs are cool, if you look at what dinosaurs actually look like, they're more like, I don't know, like cow size, and they kind of look like chickens. That's what they're leaning towards and being more accurate. It's quite an interesting thing. But
Interesting.
nothing will take me away
That
from that.
doesn't make sense. Wait,
No.
sorry.
Yeah.
That makes no sense because the bone size.
Yeah,
I think
that's the thing.
There's got to. I want to fact check that. King
Maybe
Mike.
it's a specific, King
Yeah,
Mike,
King
fact
Mike.
check me. Which dinosaur? Maybe it's a specific type of dinosaur looks like a chicken.
Like the Velociraptor, but
Yeah.
like the one with more feathers on it.
Oh, maybe it's that
Small
one.
chicken one?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, is the Velociraptor actually a dinosaur, or is that just a Jurassic Park thing?
No, Velociraptor's a dinosaur.
It's an actual dinosaur.
But
Cool.
I remember Jurassic Park had like
Yeah.
a one that spit acid, and as a kid, I was
I'm
like,
pretty sure that's
"Whoa."
accurate. Yeah.
I think that can't be accurate
No.
because as a kid, I was a dinosaur expert.
Yeah.
and I would honestly be like the annoyingest shit about it. I'd be like, actually, I think you find that
Dinosaur kid.
festival.
Do you
there
reckon
are no many
the iPad kids of today were dinosaur kids back in our day.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
It's the same,
I had a
it's the
little
same
book.
category.
I had a little book someone gave me that was like full of like literally really small writing.
Full of dino
dinosaur
facts.
facts.
Dino facts.
Dino facts.
Can we have a segment, funds
Sure.
up, funds down, of dino facts next week?
Oh, that's something we could definitely do.
I'm looking forward to that. Stay tuned next
Stay
week.
tuned for dinosaur
No
facts.
cash giveaways.
No cash
No
giveaways.
secret sound.
No
You're
secret
still
sound.
doing the secret sound.
Oh, really?
Anyway, I was going to say,
This segment's gone off the rails.
when we went with school to the museum, I remember there's an
you
exhibit.
went to the school.
Yeah,
our
we
school?
went in year 7. Yeah. At the end of year 7, we went to Acme, we went to museum, we went to Botanic Gardens.
Oh, we did.
And there's an
We
exhibit of
did.
the human body. I just remember everybody going there because there was some certain exposed human
There was
body
the same.
samples.
There's the same area.
Oh, that's
This is
why
the thing-
you went. I was wondering why you went by
Here's
yourself.
the other thing that I
Yeah.
found out. The museum wants to be a zoo.
Yes,
I talked about
you were
this.
sending pictures of,
So-
and it looked like you were at like some kind of
The
aquarium
museum
or
had
whatever.
a couple segments, which were like there was like the forest room, and
Not as
I never.
funny as
I
our
don't think as a
segments.
kid I was never. Well, never. Can't
Can't
imagine
be
that.
done. Can't be
done. Who can beat Togwaggle?
You
Togwaggle.
Dog waggle. That's close.
Tog-
When is
Waldo
it
Tobler.
Waldo Tobler? When you
Does the
first
waggle
walk
dance.
in, is that the forest room?
The what? Yeah, one at the
In the-
back.
in the foyer?
back. Yeah, I'd never gone there as a kid.
Oh, really?
Because who
That
wants
was
to go
always
to the-
like the end. I remember
Whoever
I'd be
wants to go
wanting
to the
it to
plant room?
keep going, and we'd
Who
end
wanna
up in
go
the
to
plant room.
dinosaurs?
I'd just be like, oh, I don't want to be here. I want to go back to the dinosaurs and the blue whale.
The foyer smelt like popcorn from IMAX.
Of course. I didn't think about that.
I walked down to IMAX. There was not a single person in IMAX.
Really? No one was in there?
Dead.
We went, this was with school again. We watched a movie about spiders.
Really?
And I'm very scared of spiders. And
You know, some people on the internet call
it's
me
like
a spider.
3D. Spider.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But what's the top 3 things about the museum?
Top 3 things. Oh,
Yeah.
I love baby chinos. I want to go back to baby chinos.
We used to make them at work, but when
They
I worked
don't
at the
make sense to
cafe,
me.
but we would make them in latte cups for ourselves.
Oh,
so if you
really?
just want a nice milky chocolatey drink that's not too hot,
But baby chinos definitely
Perfect.
don't have coffee in it, right?
no,
The
it's
chocolate milk?
the foam from the top of milk
Right, yep.
with chocolate powder on
That's
it.
what I thought,
And
yeah.
then you just fill it up with a bit of warm milk. Yeah. One day I made, because you meant to make it like warm, but I
Right,
made
yeah.
it like normal coffee temperature and I gave it to a kid and the kid burnt the fuck out of their mouth. But for legal reasons, that last comment was a joke.
Legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons,
Yeah.
please. No,
Yeah.
don't sue the podcast. We're not a
I
business
just thought that
yet.
was a funny gag. So baby chinos.
Baby chinos, Tupperware.
Yeah.
Everyone loves
Is there
to
a
bring-
cafe at the museum?
There are 2 cafes at the museum.
There are 2. That's
On
got to
either
be
side.
new. I don't remember this being a thing.
I remember there being one, and it's that one
That
that,
would make
looked
like a kiosky one.
It was one that had like, it was like a cafe, but there's like a little area where you can pick stuff up and put
Yep.
it onto a thing.
Yep.
I
Yep.
remembered that.
That one. That's
and
what I
looked at it and
remember.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, this has not changed since the last
No.
time I was here. And I was horrified.
Yeah.
I did not eat there.
Yeah.
And then there was a cafe.
Yep.
Like a little small little kiosky cafe.
Yep.
That was on the other side next to where the children's area was.
I think that's new.
I don't remember what's new and what's not.
The children's area was sick. I remember just going in there and like colouring in and it just being awesome.
I remember feeling like Science Works children's area was way better than the museum children's
Science
area.
Works children's area is new.
Has it changed?
I
remember the
I
brick,
went there last
brick
year.
wall stuff. The brick wall's the best.
I love that.
the brick wall.
Yeah, they've got like a whole new children's area that's downstairs at
You're
Science
kidding.
Works in addition, and you can like fly drones and shit and do all
What the
this
hell?
cool stuff. Yeah, I went for a children's birthday party.
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
you built walls with the little foam bricks. And it
I
was
just
the best
remember
thing
being
ever.
on the digger at
I
Science
remember,
Works.
I remember people being so ultra serious about it, and we'd be sitting there going, "All right, guys, you get the bricks, you put
Yeah.
it there," and then some kid would be like, "No, we went that way." I'm like, "Yes, you idiot!
No.
we're doing it this way."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be the leader of the construction site.
You gotta be the leader.
What
of the
else? Now we're into
construction site.
Science Works, but goddamn, I like
this is
Science
where I
Works.
was getting
Yes.
to though, and this is what's going to happen. And
Okay.
hopefully, this weekend I'm going to go to another one.
Yep.
For the next few weeks,
An
I'm going to try and
orgy.
hit all the big.
So you
orgies.
said another one. So I
Oh,
thought-
well, yeah. Well, of course I go to orgy, but that's
Honestly, if you
None of
wanted
your
to,
business,
the people that
please.
live around us, 100%, they could get us an invite.
100%.
But yes,
No, the people that used to.
Wait, that's definitely why they got evicted. Anyway, anywho, moving on.
yeah.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, every
Okay,
couple of
so,
weeks.
Yeah, these next few weeks, I'm going to try and hit all the major like museum-y places
That's
in
a good
Melbourne.
idea. So what is it? The Science Works?
Science Works,
Museum we've done.
We've done.
There's the art
Zoo,
gallery.
The art
Oh,
gallery.
the zoo's great. The zoo
And
is great.
aquarium. is
Oh,
my
yeah.
plan for
Do you
the-
know
for
you and
fun.
I were going to go to the aquarium and then we looked
were.
at it and it was like so
It's 60
expensive.
something. It's
It's
so
like
much
60
money.
bucks and you had to like, they were booked out.
It's like.
Do you remember that?
it's
We tried
more
to go and
money,
they were booked out.
and it's
Ridiculous.
less if you book it online. You have to book it online.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but a lot of the
It's
stuff.
why do
yeah.
they do that?
Healesville. You've got to go to Healesville.
Oh, how are you gonna get?
Me and
out
my
to-
sister's boyfriend went to
Yeah.
Healesville. I mean,
Didn't we do
that sounds a
bio-
bit
didn't we do
strange.
bio
Was
to-
she there?
Did we do
I don't
the
know.
school trip to Hillsville?
Yeah, we did. We did.
I remember that was the only time I've ever been to Hillsville.
Really? I reckon
Yeah.
I've been almost 20 times.
I want to go to Werribee. I want to do the Werribee.
I told a story about Healesville. They have a bird show. This is on the potty, and the bird flew away during the bird show. Whoa!
This has got to be season 1.
Oh, this has got to be like one of those weird middle episodes that we've just wiped from our minds.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess it's like Surf to Surf Blue Heaven or
Something like that. The fever dream. Yeah, but
There
the
you go.
bird flew away during the Pierceville thing. But no,
Wow.
those kids think we've almost done a precursor to slipping through your fingers.
Oh,
but
we're
those
gonna.
kids things are great. And stay tuned to the next slide. You went to the museum and your brain is huge, Joshua. And that can only
I
mean
think I've just
one
got a
thing.
big head.
Yeah, you do have a very big head. You and I have very big skulls.
It's weird because I don't track your head as being particularly big.
No.
It's a little
Proportionately.
proportionally.
Yeah, your
Your
head
neck
is
is
pretty
quite
big.
big.
I've got a big neck.
You got a long
I
neck.
could play rugby.
Like a beer, long
Yeah.
neck.
Anyway, I think it's time for.
He's in IT, I make maths, and there's something we both lack. It's the skills to add and subtract. Oh, this is Moron Maths.
Everybody, get your pen and
hate this
paper
one.
out.
I hate this
It's
one.
time
First of
for
all,
Moron
I'd like
Maths.
to say, I'm so annoyed with my previous mentioning of the amount of hours in this episode, and I also say, screw you, King Mike.
Yes.
So we did end up getting I just thought we'd cover this off the start
Yes.
of the segment, if you don't
yes.
mind.
Yes.
Before- I don't
if
want
you've
to
got the
interrupt
if you've got the numbers handy, go for
I
it.
do have the numbers handy.
We were talking about how one of our terrible maths ventures, I think you would call it,
just a few
is-
segments ago.
Yeah, a few episodes
It's
ago.
actually been a couple episodes.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Someone was a bit late to.
That's right. We were talking about how many hours I think there would be in
That's true.
in the podcast. I can't remember what my guess was. The total hours.
It was
like
it was
30. Did I say 35?
or
I think I said
37 or something.
35. And then Josh, what was
And
your
I
guess? 50. You guessed in the
screwed-
50s?
Look, I said 50. I initially said less. I initially
Yeah, and then I
downplayed
said
you.
no nudging.
And
no
then,
nudging.
And then I felt bad, so I
Went
said
with
a dumb-
50s. Anyway, King Mike has run the numbers.
And he said that we have streamed so far, not including. I don't remember what he said. He didn't include. He did include a couple
He did
things.
2 breakdowns, but the overall one was the final number he gave
27 hours and 43 minutes
of the podcast.
of the podcast. We've done more than 20 hours now.
We have. Oh,
We've done.
We must be
we're
professionals.
guaranteed. We've got to be professional
well,
by now.
with spurred
Yes.
on by maths like that, Moron Maths.
and the perfect editing of this podcast.
That's
so
right.
far. What do you got for us?
Moron Maths is the subject where we redeem ourselves from our terrible maths.
Can we just say-
yes?
Rule of the podcast.
Yes.
Overarching though.
There's no maths.
No maths.
But sometimes maths creeps in. So we
And-
had to divulge a safe space where we can come
That's
and we
right.
can practice our mathematical skills.
And what do we say during this segment?
No judgment zone.
No judgment zone.
And
that
don't-
goes for you guys?
That's right.
That goes for us between
That's
ourselves?
us. It's
We're not
open.
matching-
We're
not-
both
we're
men
not-
here.
We're
It's
not
fine.
against each other.
Nah, we're together.
We're together because we're about as good as each other.
We have a quarter of a brain cell each,
When
so
it
we
comes to
we have
maths.
to combine our half a brain cell together and try and figure this out. So
100%.
I've literally just then opened a website called Problems with Solutions for Grade 10.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
pretty high.
maths. Now, I picked grade 10 because everyone's like, that's like the standard level that you need in your world. Like grade 10 level something.
trying to
If you're
think.
not going into tertiary education,
What do we do?
that'll get you by.
What do we do in grade 10 maths? Do you remember?
Trigonometry, a lot of that.
There's a lot
I
of
remember that.
graphs.
Matrices, maybe?
Matrices, maybe?
Yeah.
I remember doing a lot of like, this is a curve of a line.
That's right. I also remember a lot of worded problems.
Do you ever think like, why do we need those lines? Have you ever needed to check the
Mate,
curve of a line?
I work in the statistical industry. Never used a line.
Never. I tell you what, as in the IT industry, never needed the
Never.
curve of a line.
And have you ever had to use trigonometry?
no.
Pull out the old soccer tower? Never.
No.
I tell
But
you,
what was you did have to use
Yeah.
matrices.
yes, but only in a maths exam.
True.
Yeah. Anyway, without
Alright.
further ado, we've got 3 questions, and I've just seen the first one, and it's percentages, and I'm not very good with percentages.
Oh, no.
A real estate agent received a 6% commission on the selling of a property.
Okay.
If I'm going to change it to their rather than his, because you
Yeah.
know,
How dare
stuff
you?
maths question.
Yeah,
If their
gender
commission
binary.
was was $8,888, what was the selling price of the house? So a real estate agent received the 6% commission on the selling price of a house. If his commission was $8,888, what was the selling price of the house? Josh has got the pen and pen out, and we're going to try and figure this shit out with no calculators. Any ideas, Joshua? How the fuck do we work through this?
Well, to get 1% of that, you divide by 100, right?
All right, so let's
that's
break it down to 1%.
8.88.
8.8. Yep.
And then we times that by 6.
We times that by 6. So
I hate
8 by
dividing-
6
8 by
is
6?
40,
40.
Eight?
No, wait.
42,
42 7 by 6, so it's 49.
49.
Wait, this
Wait,
is
no,
wrong.
we went the wrong way.
56 is no, wait.
I think it's
6,
42.
6 48. I think you're right, 48.
I think I
42
said 42.
is no way. No, that can't
8
be
by
it.
6. 7 by what's 7 by fuck, we are stupid. Okay, 6 by 6 is 36.
Add another 6 is 42. That's 7 by 6. Add another 6 is 48. So
48.
48.
So you were indirectly correct. Okay, so we've got 48.
Where was that? What was 48 for again?
I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that would put us at,
8. We're doing 8 by 6.
yeah.
So
So
that's 48.
now we're
and then we
doing
hit the 0.8. So we just
we're at
multiply
like
that by
400. If we did it by, because it's in hundreds of thousands, so if we did, that'd be like 480,000. But then there's a whole bunch of random decimals and
Wait.
whatever.
What do you mean 480,000?
because-
No.
If the selling, so he received 6% commission on the selling price of a house, and his commission was 8,880.
And
What
he's
is the
asking
selling
for-
price of the house?
And he's asking for what? Wait. So okay, but how do we find what does that mean?
So we need to find what. So he received a 6% commission. He sold a house for X money, right?
X
And
money.
on X money, he got 6% commission, and that 6% is 8,880.
No.
I realized what I did is incorrect.
Wait, what was the 8,880?
That's
for?
his commission. That's his 6%.
Wait, what does it say? Read out the question one
A
more
real
time.
estate agent received a 6% commission on the selling price of a house. If their commission was 8,880, what was the selling price of the house? So with 6%
So do we
and
just assume it's-
8,880 are the same.
We're adding the 6% onto 880.
No.
Commission is not.
So 6% is 8,880. So we've got to find the other 94%. That's what we've got to try and do.
So we could divide if we divided
'Cause we
800
got
800
1%.
880 by 6.
And what's that going to get us?
Oh, this is bad.
Percentages are like, okay.
Because no, we're asking for the rest of it.
Yeah, we've got to find the other 94%.
Right. That's
And then add the
what my
8,880.
logic is 6%.
Yep.
If the 888 is 6%,
Yes.
then if we divided that by 6,
Yep.
that'd be 1%.
Correct. That's what we
should
did
divide.
before.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't?
No, I made a mistake.
Okay.
So we need to divide 888 by 6.
Okay.
This is so bad.
Okay.
This is bad podcasting.
I think we have to take the pass on this one.
Yeah,
I don't think we can figure this out.
What's 888 divided by 6?
I've got no idea. No.
It's got to be
I'm going to take a guess.
40 something. 440 something. It's my guess.
Because how do you get it? You get a percent, you divide something by something times it by 100.
It's got to be 100, and I'm trying to like break it down literally.
I can't do it this way.
600, and then there's 280 something left.
Yep.
28 divided by 6 is like almost 40 something.
The only way I
just
can think
over.
to do this is to times 8,880 by 94 and then add 8,880 to it. I reckon that would work, but that's maths I don't have the ability for.
Okay, I'm not sure.
All
I think
right,
we
should we
gotta
take an
pass.
educated guess?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's 480. 480,000. I'm going for 480,000.
Okay.
Because 6 and 8s, we know that was 48. So that's the closest I could get. Otherwise, I bow out.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna make a dumb mistake.
Mate, we've already made enough of a
What
dumb
did you
error
think
that
it
it
was?
doesn't matter.
400,000?
480,000.
I think that's too much.
All right, we have to move on.
I'm gonna guess 200,000.
All right,
somewhere.
200,000. All right, if you can write them down. All right, question 2. An electric motor makes 3,000 revolutions per minute. Isn't this very similar to one that we had last time?
Yeah.
With the widgets and gidgets? So an electric motor makes 3,000 revolutions per minute. How many degrees does it rotate in 1 second? What?
Wait. How much in a minute?
All right, I'm only going to read it one more time. An electric motor makes 3,000 revolutions per minute.
3,000 in a minute. Okay,
Yep.
that's 3,000.
So 1 minute equals
for 60
3,000
seconds.
revolutions.
3,000
3,000 in
revolutions,
60
60
seconds.
seconds.
How many degrees does it rotate in 1 second? So each revolution would be 360 degrees, right?
Right.
So would it be
it's
360
it'd be 360
by
times
3.
3,000.
Yeah, by
and
3,000. Yeah.
And then you divide it by 60.
I don't think you needed
60
to.
seconds.
Oh yeah. That's right.
But we're not
That
going
is
to know
right.
that maths off the
No.
top of our heads.
Okay.
3,000 divided by what?
So 3,000 divided by it's 3,000. Oh, hang on. We've got the parts. We just did it in the wrong order. So it's 3,000 revolutions per minute. So it'll be 3,000 divided by 60, and that'll get us
No, but
to
you
1
just
second.
said 3,000 revolutions, not 360. So it's going to be 360 times 3,000, right? Because it asked for the degrees.
Okay, so we need to find 1 second, right? So in a minute, it does 3,000 revolutions. So it does 360 3,000 times.
Right, yeah.
So if we divide 3,000 by 60, we'll get how many it does in 1 second.
No, we will only get the revolutions it does in 1
Yeah,
second.
and then once we
could
have
times that by
that,
360.
then we times it by 360.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
So
there are
what's-
2 steps. So first we have to divide 3,000
By 60?
by 60. So what's 3 divided by... If you divide 3 by 6...
20.
No, if you divide 3 by 6, it would be, what,
3 over 6.
3 over 6. Okay, we can do
No,
this,
wait,
Joshua.
why are you doing it that way? 3,000. How many 60s go in 3,000?
Okay,
So how
that's
many
probably easier to
sixes-
start with bigger numbers.
So how many 6s go into 300?
Into 300. Okay.
How many 3s go into...
How many...
These go into 150.
Okay.
So divide...
3
Five,
into 150.
50.
50. Because
and
it's 15.
So how many 6s go into 300?
Oh, this is big brain.
50.
Yeah. We said 50.
Oh, we're dumb. Wait,
Yeah,
no, we're not.
okay.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So 50...
50.
50...
That gives us the revolutions in 1 second.
Does it really?
Yeah, I think so. Is that what
What
we
did we
figured
just
out?
times?
And then we times it by 360.
Oh, no. What have we just done?
We have probably done
Well,
the wrong
we
path.
fucked it. We fucked
no,
it.
no, no.
already.
Let's just stick
That
with
was
this.
screwed.
We got to stick it out.
No. 3,000. What was the original? We're doing 3,000.
We have to do 3,000 divided by 60 to get how many
Okay,
revolutions
wait. Here
in
we are.
1
Here we are.
second.
Here we are. Here. Okay.
Yep.
So it's 300 divided by 6 is 50. So 3,000 divided by
500.
60 is 500.
Okay, so now it's
500 revs
500
in a minute.
times 300.
And 60.
No, that's how many there are in a... What was the number we ended up with just then?
500
500.
revolutions in a minute.
That's 500 revolutions in a minute.
In a second.
In 1 second. Perfect.
One
That's
second.
what we need.
500 revolutions.
Now we
in
have
a
to
second.
times that by
Times that
360.
Wow, I
Oh,
think
shit.
this is great podcasting.
Okay.
I'm sure you're all
okay.
enjoying us figuring
no,
this out.
we got this. How do you
oh.
do multiplication?
What do you mean it's division?
No, we've got to times it by
Division. Oh, we do.
360.
So 500
No, multiplication, not division.
times... Wait, so 500 times
360.
500 times 300
Yep.
is
1500.
1,500.
And then 500 times
Wait, isn't it
60.
550,000? How did the zeros work? Did we add the zeros together?
1,500 and 1,500 is the same. Oh, you said 150,000?
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
'cause
shit.
both of them
Okay.
have 2 zeros. How
Okay.
did the zeros work there?
Let's
Oh,
can we
man,
start that?
We're gonna get yeeted by
Wait,
King
this is the one we're going to be able to figure out. We can fucking do this,
is-
guys. They're cheering us on at home. Let's do that sum again. So it was, what is it? 500.
500 revs in a second.
So let's just do 500 times 300.
Yep.
So that would be, oh yeah, I think it would be 1,000.
No, I think it's just 1,500, right?
Yeah, it'd be 1,500, 1,500.
This seems wrong.
Yeah.
This seems so
okay,
wrong.
Let's just stick with 1,500.
Because they multiply. No, this seems bad. I don't like this.
Okay.
How did the zeros work?
1,500.
I feel part of me tells me the zeros stays too.
I think it's
Part of me thinks
150,000.
Oh, I don't know.
No, that seems too big. We just have to pick one and stick with it, or we go nowhere.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go 1,500
I feel 1,500.
because I feel like 150
1,500.
is too big.
Yeah, okay, 1,500.
Okay, we've got 1,500.
So
Agreed.
60,
Lock it in.
Yep, 60 times
60
500
times 500 would be
is
3,000. No, 350.
3,000.
3,050.
Just
Okay.
3,000.
3,000. Oh yeah,
5
because
times 6 is 30.
Yep.
So add the 30, 60. Yes, 3,000.
3,000.
3,000 plus.
That makes it sound the other one is wrong then.
It does sound.
Yeah, because
Can we put it up
this-
then? Should we say 15,000?
Yeah.
15,000.
Let's
So
go
is it 18, is it
15,000.
18,000 degrees?
I think it's 18.
This is so wrong.
I think it's
This sounds so
18,000
bad.
degrees. No, I think
Oh.
it's 18,000.
18,000 degrees.
All right.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Look at him. I think that one's right.
I've got it bad. I hate this. I hate this segment so much.
This is the point of this segment. We've got to humble
18,000.
ourselves. Okay, so the answer for question 1.
Right.
We had to find, it was 6%, and his 6% commission was 8,880. What is the selling price of the house?
Right.
We were both kind of correct. So you went with a 200,000 number.
200K, yep.
My number had a 48,000 in it, but I went for 448,000. The answer is 148,000.
Oh, so we were in the right
We're on the right
realm.
track. We're on the right
so
track.
Close.
We were close. What did we say for the... Yes, incorrect. What did we say for the second one?
We said
18,000.
18,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, 18,000.
Let's go. Jono, sometimes I can't help but get something out of my head.
Yep.
And it will just stick in there.
It'll be-
stick in there until
It's a
it just
headworm.
It festers, and all I have to
Ooh.
do is just... I have
Fester
to
is a gnarly word.
I'm frustrated. I go,
Yep.
"Ugh."
Yep.
It happens with signs.
Yep.
It's happened with that ad we had the other time.
Well,
I got another ad this time.
Brown sugar delight
Brown
or whatever
sugar,
it
that
was.
was bad.
What was it? Taste the brown or something. Something
I
it
think-
shouldn't have been. I had the COVID during that
Yeah,
episode.
That was...
Whoa.
How about that for a time?
It's nearly the 2-month anniversary of me having COVID. Are you
How
throwing
about
me a
that?
party? I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, sure, why?
I mean, you've said you haven't done anything, but I know you would.
Yeah,
I know
you
you would.
know. You would
Yeah,
never
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You would never know. And
I've still
that's
got
how
my
I like to
COVID
keep it.
test.
Here's the thing,
Yep.
Jono. What you'll find out is I have a tendency. I don't mind watching a bit of TV.
Sure.
But it's a hot take.
Yep.
Because sometimes those ads annoy me. In general.
I quite like most of them, but every now and then there'll be one that
And you know
grinds
what?
my
and
gears.
it happens with a certain brand of ad.
Yep.
Because it's high chance for being an amazing ad and a high chance for being
Yep.
a bad ad.
Yep.
Those are those ads that are clearly a rural store.
Oh,
or
they're great.
Specific to
they're
a state.
They can be terrible, but just
I'm
beautiful.
going to be honest. I don't know this company. I haven't checked
Okay.
this company to check if this is just Melbourne or
I reckon the
across
best TV
Australia.
ad is it's BC effing fun.
Yeah, 100%. And this goes to this.
Yep.
It has to do with jingles.
Okay,
Because sometimes jingles, they have a nice ring to them.
Yeah. They're great.
They don't need to explain the business.
You know the all-time jingle? There's a hole in my bucket.
Right,
Do you know?
and the great thing about a good jingle is
Sticks
it
in your
doesn't
head.
sticks in your head, and it doesn't over-explain itself.
No, because why would it?
Because why would it?
You
need
can't
to?
remember all the
Some things you
details
don't
and the
need
terms
to.
and conditions. No,
You don't need to.
it should show not tell.
It should show not tell, and
Ju-
that goes
just
for
like
most good jingles.
Eminem's "Shake Your Ass Like a Donkey" with Parkinson's.
Exactly.
I know exactly what it should look like.
100%.
It's clean and simple.
And what you leave out the window, and that's why they call it window pane.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and here
My fillet is smoking weed because the stakes are high. It's beautiful. He's a poet.
Oh, I hate those puns. So I'm gonna do a bit of what they call in the industry. I'm gonna build up this clip, and then we're gonna go to the clip.
Yes.
This is a clip from an ad, not the exact ad I saw because you can't pull it straight off.
But it's the ad campaign.
It's ad campaign, and this is from the place called The Grout Guy.
Oh,
And I'm
yes.
gonna be honest. I don't think The Grout Guy. First of all, the name pretty speaks for itself.
Yep.
Do you really need to know much more
I
about
hope
what
it's
The Grout Guy?
there's a radio ad for the Grout Guy that's been going like the Frank Walker, and mate, it's a banger. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
I haven't heard the radio version.
I'll see if
this
it's
is
the
the
same.
TV version.
We'll take the old grout out.
We'll put the new grout in.
We'll fix your leaking shower, make it brand new and
Sparkling.
the grout guy, he's your man. The grout guy.
How about
Mate,
that?
Ever since I heard this in primary school, it's like the best ad. I'll see it come
This
on. I'll be
ad
like, let's
blows
go.
my mind.
No,
'Cause
I'm
first of
a
all,
huge fan of the
way.
Grout Guy
Here's
ad.
the thing about the Grout Guy.
Yeah.
First of all, I've definitely never heard this before.
Oh, it's great.
Never
It's a
heard this
real
one.
like smooth FM
It does one of those things
radio
where,
ad.
It does one of those things where, first of all, I mean, not speaking from experience, but they really try and fit sparkling in there.
Brand
What do they try
new and sparkling.
They're trying to. It's like they're trying to. They could have written sparkling clean. Why do they sparkling?
Brand new and sparkling clean. Brand new and sparkling. They do
There's
like a
a-
bit of a musical theatre Broadway type sway to
it's-
try and jam it in there, get it in a headlock and get it into the ad.
First of all, let's break it
Yeah.
down by lyrics.
Okay.
We'll take the
What
old
does-
grout out.
What does the Grout Guy do?
We'll take the old grout out.
And what else does he do?
We'll put the new grout in.
Perfect. That's,
Do we
that's
need to
what
know
I want.
that? I'm going to be honest.
I
don't
would
think.
assume that they do
I would
that.
assume that they do that.
Yeah. What even is grout? Can I just
that
ask?
stuff that that
In,
stuff
like,
they put
tiles?
in between tiles.
Yeah.
Or they're doing the shower.
Can I just say how much I love our shower? We've got
Oh.
one of those showers, and it must be nice where the drain is invisible.
Can I say the
'cause
one
it's
thing
in
I
the
don't like
tiles.
about it?
When it got clogged.
Clogged?
Yeah.
I was going to say how it's up by like
It's
2
so
feet.
mate. It's like our show. You have to play Ninja Warrior every time when you get out.
Yeah.
It's literally. I'd say maybe more than 2 feet.
I'm going to be honest.
Maybe
For
like-
how long we've been here, I can't believe we haven't heard.
Yeah, no one's one shower a day for like I don't know 7 months. I can't believe we haven't done it, but I'd say it's maybe 75 centimeters up, 60. It's definitely more than half a meter up,
I always fear
and
getting out of that
it's
shower.
like a step down and then like
2 steps.
2 steps down, and it's like tiles.
Tiles.
And it's not big enough you can put a mat
No.
on. It's just a little step.
No,
like a
just
half
little
step.
one. It's almost
It's
like
so
they tried
scary.
to do it and then they gave up.
It's because it's a small room, but
Yeah.
every time I open the door, I'm like, oh shit, here we go again.
I just feel like this ad they had a chance to make. They really they wanted a jingle and they really shoved it into.
They what do
to
you
it.
call it? They just
They forced it.
they forced it. They
It's no good.
mold into, but they want it. But I think it's a fantastic ad. They take the old grout out. They put the
No.
new grout in, and what do? They fix your tap and make it sparkling.
Yeah.
It's the bathroom man.
I didn't know that they do cleaning as well. I guess that's part of it
Oh, true.
because they make it brand new and sparkling.
Brand new and sparkling.
Should we have it one more hit?
Yeah.
Let's
Let's listen. Let's listen. Can I sing along?
Sure can.
Thanks. Okay. You can be the backup vocals. New grout in off, whoops,
We'll
and
take
put the new grout in. We'll fix
the
leaking
shower.
new and sparkling. The grout guy, he's your man. We nailed that shit. .au. Anyway, final thoughts on the grout guy advertisement.
Nah, I hate it. Wow.
Oh,
Look at
hey,
her.
whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, I know it's
Hold
the
on.
mid-roll, Joshua.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd just tell you something that happened
really?
in my life.
Tell me about it.
This morning, my alarm went off, and I turned it off so hard, I knocked over my entire bedside table. Yeah, and because of that, I didn't have time to do something very important that I wanted to do.
You mean it's a Thursday morning?
That's right.
And what happens on a Thursday morning, John?
Well, I always go on to the Comedianons and I
Yeah.
look for their latest podcast on
Really?
Spotify on Apple Pods.
This
and then
today
I
it was
listen
called
to it.
Pub McPubface.
Pubby McPub. I tell you what I did. I listened to Pubby McPubface, and then I wanted to tell the boys that it was the best episode they've done
Gosh.
to date, and I didn't know how to do it.
I'm trying to think.
How do we do it?
How do we do it?
Hang on. Let me just quickly listen to the mid-roll from last episode. I tell you what.
Oh, really?
The boys explained it.
Oh, really?
I tell you what you got to do.
Because I was going to say right now we should get
Yeah.
the buffer to cut to last ones, but
And then
I
we
think
don't
could
have to
just-
worry about doing it anymore.
Nah, then it just becomes this ongoing thing with just a thing within a thing. But I tell you
What
happens.
did they say?
They say
What did they
you
tell
could-
me?
They told you
Yeah.
could go to Spotify.
Yep.
Give us a 5-star rating.
5-star rating?
Or
Yeah.
go to Apple Pods.
Yeah.
Give
What
us a
can I do
5-star
there?
rating. Give us a comment.
Is
as well.
5-star the best?
5-star's the best you could
Don't
give
you
us.
hate that when people say 1 to 10? They go, is 1 the best? Or is that, what do you fucking think? 1's not going to be the best. Anyway, give us a rating. Give us a review. Write a comment on Apple Pods.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you on the
We'll
flippy.
keep you on the flip.
On the
Something
flippy
about
dipper.
a pineapple last time. What was the thing you said you were going to give everyone?
Jerk off a pineapple or
You
something?
were going to give someone a cake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll give you a cake. I'll bake you a cake if you ask me to bake you a cake in 48 hours.
Yeah, send us a comment.
Slipping through my fingers is my life. Let's try to capture in this segment the things we liked way back in the day when we were kids.
Lighters in the air, everybody.
Lighters in the air.
In the stew,
Get
we
your
have our
phones.
lighters in the air. Our
If you-
phones are out.
If you're out walking, get your lighter on.
Rewind it back 30
torch on,
seconds.
put the thing out.
Lighters in the
and
air.
that's why if you ever listen to the podcast and you see someone holding
Oh!
up their phone with their
They're
torch
listening
on,
to
they
Slipping
know
Through
they're
My
listening to
Fingers.
Slipping through your fingers. Because isn't that a beautiful little tune that Jono has given us
It's
today?
beautiful. And we needed a tune to pay homage to the fact that we're old as shit. We
You
are
know
so
what?
old.
I've been yelled at about by my elderly people
By your
in my life.
elders, yes.
My elders that I have said this before, but I do feel like
Yeah.
we're in a weird
getting
part.
old.
We're in a weird part of our life.
We're in that transition period where you're leaving season 1 behind and you're embarking on season 2.
It's true.
And I was actually saying to you yesterday, I feel like every time I look in the mirror, I've aged 300
We
days.
were looking at old photos from your Instagram.
COVID aged me.
COVID age.
Also, a relationship that wasn't very good aged me, and working full time has aged me.
100%.
I've skipped forward. All the more important
All
that
more
we
importantly.
reminisce about the good old
The
days.
things that have slipped through our fingers
We've-
from old times.
We've talked about shitty trinkets.
We have.
We talked about something else that I can't remember.
I don't remember what you gave us.
I don't remember what the first one was, but my mum has started
School lunches.
School lunch orders.
We got
That's
there.
right.
Lunch orders.
My mum has started working at a school at the beginning of the year, and
Yeah.
my sister and her partner, they're both teachers.
Same school?
Different schools. Different schools. My
Three different schools.
3 different schools. All different
Oh.
schools.
Wow.
And somehow
I
they
used
have
to work for a school.
None of them have COVID.
That's crazy.
None of them have COVID. Anyway, it's got me
Must be
thinking
nice.
about what were the best parts of school. And the other day, were talking about the giant swing on school camp.
We were.
And that's why this segment, this rendition of Slipping Through My Fingers is dedicated to school camp. And I thought we'd
School
break
camp
it into three
or school trips?
segments.
This is
Right.
my school camp.
Let's do school camp. School
Okay,
camp.
sure,
we can do
sure.
excursions in
I'm
a
sure that seems
in
like
a
whole
later
other
round.
plate of
Because boy, oh
spaghetti.
boy, there are some good
That's
stories
another
from
plate of
excursions.
spaghetti.
But I thought we cover off the food on school
Yep.
camps, the sleeping arrangements,
Yep.
and then the activities
Can
that
I
you
vote
do
what
on
one I'd
school
like
camp.
to start with?
Yep.
Sleeping
yep.
arrangements.
Sleeping arrangements.
Oh my god, I hate them so much.
4 sweaty boys.
I hate
In a
I hate
bunk
being in a
bed.
room full of bunk beds of guys.
It's a room that's like the size of a bathroom.
I hate
A
it.
small bathroom.
Sometimes you wouldn't always get, especially if you got stuck in the weeds of
Yeah.
being in a group. There's always someone who's
Because
unhappy.
Everyone has to choose like 3 mates they want to be with.
And then
but
they
everyone
never, ever
can't
do it
be with the
correctly,
3 mates. No.
But they never do it correctly.
My sister said she just disregards the sheets and just does it based off who they sit with in class.
Oh, that's actually way smarter.
It's smarter, right?
You know? It's almost like they should just do that. They should just make it so you just get into groups before you go out.
We did that in year 9. Smartest thing ever. You just get into groups of who you want to be with.
100%.
But then the thing is, all the people with no mates end up in a room together. Not necessarily the best when you're doing dragon boating and, you got all the squares on a dragon boat.
Yeah, was it year 9?
Yeah.
Year 9. That was
that the
one of
dragon boating?
best-
Although whitewater kayaking.
Whitewater kayaking. Because I remember...
Our river had run out of water.
I remember being
we just got
with me
beached.
and Matt. Fan of the podcast.
Yep.
Brownie.
King Brownie.
King Brownie.
Is he a king?
He
Not
could
yet.
be.
No.
He's a jester.
He's a jester.
Brownie.
Jester Brownie. Yep.
We got all part of the court of the podcast.
Yep.
Our listeners are all
Our
royalty.
Royalty. Oh my god, that's great. That's our low gang name.
Yeah.
The court. The comedy court.
Comedian on court.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the
we've done
comedian
it.
on court.
The comedian on court.
Not to be confused.
But there's no jesters.
With the comedian on code.
There's no jesters
which doesn't
in the court.
exist, and we never did that.
That's true. That's true. Wipe that from the record. That'll be slipping through my fingers in 10 years' time. But no, there's no jesters in the comedian on court because there's no jokes, no comedians.
No jokes.
But what was he saying? You were in a dragon boat with him.
We did whitewater
Whitewater rafting, yeah.
And that was a lovely time.
Yeah, Goulburn River. It was like 2-degree water.
Oh, it was so cold.
It was so bad. We went because it was really dispersed throughout the year, and we went at some point when there hadn't been rain for like 2 months. So we just had to get out at one point and carry the boats, and it wasn't white water. It was kayaking.
I remember being really a nice day doing it.
Yep.
And I guess
there were cows. There were cows near the river.
There were cows.
I remember boating and there were cows.
We want to talk about sleeping arrangements.
Oh yeah, sleeping arrangements.
I like
sleeping
bags.
Sleeping bags. The problem with the sleeping bag, and I'm going camping, so I'm like trying to find like a
what
really
are you doing
warm
that instead of again?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Instead of nothing, no.
Okay.
I just didn't throw away like 6 months of trading.
It's fine. I don't remember anything. I forgot myself.
But yeah, I mean, if someone says, "Do you want to run a marathon or go to the desert?" I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? You go to the desert. But sleeping bags were bad because they're either too hot or too cold.
Yeah.
You're either sitting there freezing your ass off with all your layers that you have inside you.
100%.
Or you're like got the one leg out getting eaten by mozzies because you're boiling over. You're at like 30 degrees in the sleeping bag.
100%.
In a bunk bed.
Bunk bed. The other thing is, I don't know if you ever had this. Did you have that little like inliner thing that that your parents might have gone?
Oh yeah,
thing you could use.
Yeah, some people use that.
Works.
Yeah, no, I don't like
works.
it because you get all in a knot.
You get all twisty, and then it's not in there anymore.
That's right. That's all
never
right.
good.
I'm going to call him out, Steve. Right?
Steve.
What's a royalty? Jack.
Jackson?
Jack Steve. No, I was trying to think of what's on the playing cards, and there's a Jack.
Jackson. Nah.
Earl Steve. I'm going to call you out. We went camping at Wilson's prom, and this bloke woke us up after 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something, after we'd had so many problems with possums, because I said, if you haven't been camping much before, it seems like if it's really hot when you go to bed, that you're not going to be cold during the night, but you will be freezing no matter what the temperature is when you go to bed. And he's like, oh no, I'll be fine. Doesn't take his sleeping bag into the damn tent, but he took his like sleeping bag line and just thought he'd sleep in that.
Dumb
so then at 4
idiot.
a.m. his bag was in my room. So he's like, oh yeah, I need my sleeping bag. So that was disappointing. Steve, I still haven't forgiven you for that. So sleeping bags are difficult. And then
Sleeping
we're on
bags are
bunk
difficult.
beds. Controversial
beds.
opinion, bottom bunk is the best.
I love I'm a bottom
Undisputed.
bunker. High five.
High five. Very rare breed
That was a
to
good
come
high
across.
five.
We did the bro dap. We
Yeah.
did the like where you slap long ways.
That's like
and
this,
then you
and then
pull
we
it
do
backwards.
this.
Did the
Should we
bang.
go again?
Yeah. That was clean,
That was
man.
clean.
Bro, if we just did that on the street,
That
they'd be
was
like, yo,
nice.
these boys are fire.
Yeah, they're about to kill us. They're a mob.
You look like you could be a mobster.
I might.
But
I
then
am.
Food.
Food.
Food on camp.
It's
what would
weird.
you expect?
Here's the thing about
food on camp. Yep.
I think that food on camp is like 50-50.
It's the shittiest food.
It's the shittiest food.
But you kind of like it.
Like it's clearly food that needs to be mass produced.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's everyone.
It's like,
And
how
it
do we
can't be
feed
anything
30
more
hungry
than-
boys?
It can't be more than like
It's always like just roast chicken. Just a whole bunch of
never remember
chickens.
I remember
It was
roast
in like
chicken.
year 7 camp. It was just
I
a whole bunch
remember-
of roast chickens.
I remember a lot of wrap-based things.
Oh, the lunches every
lunches
single day
was
is
a
either
wrap.
DIY salad rolls or salad wraps. And if you're a little bit spicy, they allow you to put the chippies in the wrap.
Yes,
The corn
Oh,
chips.
I remember this on the hike we did
Yeah.
in year 7.
Yeah.
we came in and they pulled out a bunch of stuff. Someone put like a gallon of like salsa sauce.
Oh.
And you have wraps and you put
Yep.
little chippies.
Yep.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Since then, when I was home one day in the lockdown.
Yep.
I went out. I got all the stuff for like those fancy little wraps with the
Yep.
chippies in them.
Yep.
And then I made a little make station for lunch for everyone in my family.
Beautiful.
And it went down a tree. And they went, "How do you know this?" I'm like, I don't know. I figured it out myself.
It's kind of like Subway, where it's like you have access to these ingredients anyway.
Yeah.
But when you put them in a line and you go along with your plate and you
the other
put
thing
everything
is,
on
like,
it, it's a
salad
beautiful thing.
rolls are never
I fucking
good.
hate them. They never hit. Even with ham in them, they're not good.
Here's what I think with a salad roll, actually.
Yeah.
I like a salad roll, but there are some things that need to be there.
Okay.
It needs to be a crispy roll.
Oh, I don't
Has to
care
be
if it crummies. If there's crummies coming up, it
has to
needs
be a crispy roll.
It can't be one of those supermarket
I
ones
want like
that's
one of
just
those
mush.
nice like rolls you get from like a baker.
Have you had like a tiger bun? Oh, my god,
Or a leaf bun. I like a leaf bun.
beautiful. Anything with a bit of crunch.
I like meat. It has to have the canned beetroot.
Canned beetroot.
Canned beetroot's where half the flavor comes from.
Beetroot, the thing that freaks me out is it just gets all red and mushy and it goes soggy. But if
gotta
you're
put-
eating it
yeah.
straight out of the roll, you're not putting
100%.
it in your bag. You're eating it straight out of the
Got to
roll.
have a bit of cheese.
bit of beetroot, bit of cheese,
You need to have the lettuce, tomato,
lettuce and tomato.
maybe cucumber if you
Every
crazy.
sandwich. Cucumber's also
Now
good.
going back on it,
Grated
I made it
carrot.
today.
Grated carrot.
This is that thing you find in like one of those
One of those shitty rural bakeries.
cafes. They're like a salad roll,
And
you
they're
get-
in the window.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're just sitting in the
If
window
I was
and they're
to
like,
make it for myself,
"Do you want
though,
margarine?"
it's a
And they
big
just
thing of
slap
that-
it all in the middle. They put it on with a spatula. Yeah.
I was gonna say. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think if I was to make it now, I'd throw in jalapenos if you had the pickled jalapenos.
Yeah, the pickled ones out of the jar. Yeah.
So good. A bit of olive if you wanted.
A bit of olive oil.
You got to have a bit of sauce
that's
or
true.
something. Olive,
I
like
haven't-
olives.
I honestly haven't had I'll tell you the best sauce. Like Chipotle mayo.
Chipotle mayo.
Chipotle mayo. That's
I love
good.
Chipotle mayo so much.
That's good. That food was a ripper. It was terrible, but it was good because it was cam.
I
And
remember.
it was fun.
I remember the jobs you had to do.
Oh, I'd forgotten about this. Yeah, someone would be like setting the table before dinner.
Cleaning up.
Yep.
Setting up for dinner was the thing everyone wanted.
Yeah, because you got to eat first, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because
filling up the
apparently
cordial
setting
and
up
whatever.
dinner was so much work that they could get to eat.
They
first.
got to eat first.
Yeah.
But I remember having to fill up the big things of cordial, but you put like 10% cordial and
then
90% water.
and it would taste
Yeah.
like watery cordial.
But then you also had serving the dinner. and I
Yeah,
remember this because on one of the nights it was always potato gems.
Potato
and you
gems.
got 3.
Here's the thing
I
about
remember
potato
that.
gems.
Yep.
Everyone wanted them.
It's all you wanted.
And I believe
you
in
just wanted
America
to smash
they're
a
called
potato
tater
gem.
tots.
Tater tarts.
Tater tarts.
If I
Now,
have
I'm
them
gonna
at
be honest,
home, I'll have like 50 in a setting.
you-
But on school camp, you had 3.
I feel like getting some potato gems now.
I've got hash browns in there and it's
Hash browns
close.
down there, goddamn.
But if your mate was on the station, they'd slip you like a 4th one.
You'd be like, mate.
And you'd eat it straight away.
Yeah,
whatever.
100%.
I remember going back for seconds just to get tater tots, and
I
they're
remember-
like, "No, you
and
have to
it's-
get vegetables as well." I'm like,
The
"Oh, I
fun
want
thing
him."
about camp was even the people that were picky eaters had no choice but to eat everything.
I feel like these days with dietaries, they're like, fuck your dietaries.
No.
You just have
Well,
to
I reckon
do it.
nowadays it'd be like
There'd be
you
options.
have to.
Mate, I bet you there's like a celiac side, there's a
I was gonna
vegan
say,
side, like
yeah, there's-
different
well, there's
counters.
yeah,
I'll ask
that's
my
the thing. I
sister.
feel like no one cares. No one cared.
No one
No
cared
one
at all.
cared.
No one had dietary
Everyone was
problems
the
in
same.
2011.
And isn't that, and you're not allowed it. No.
No, but the final thing, the activities, and
Right.
I'm going to take this far back as primary school.
Go for it.
I reckon that we've got to comprise the 5 key camp activities. Without a doubt, the big swing.
This is early.
Yeah.
This is an early thing.
This is an early
Now, we
thing for
didn't go to
sure.
the same primary school, But
No.
I think it was year
But all
3
the
or
primary
4,
schools went to like the same
grade 3 or
camps.
4 camp, and we're both sort of in the same area of town.
Yeah,
there's
we
no way
are.
we didn't go to the same.
No,
camp.
we would have gone to the same. There's a bunch of camps that rotate through that
And
all the
it's
schools
that
go
one
to.
that had a big swing.
Big swing. It's kind of we're watching bungee jumping.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a bungee jump, but you're in a harness. And
You're in a
rather than
harness.
dropping, you drop a little bit, maybe 10 meters, maybe
How I
5
remember
meters,
it was
and then
you'd
swing.
get hoisted up by your mates.
Yeah.
And you go zoo.
Yeah.
And you'd be up.
Or you
high.
climb up like a ladder or some shit.
I never remember being high. I remember you get strung up in a little harness.
Yep.
And everyone would pull you up.
Hoist you up.
And then they'd press a button, they'd let you go, and they went,
Yep. Shoom! And you fly up, and you go back and forth for a bit, and it
I
was
have
the
a
most
weird
exhilarating
memory.
thing
Yeah.
ever.
I have a weird memory of this.
Yeah.
I remember me and my friends, we were obsessed with just like making goofs in kid,
Yeah.
as you may know.
Doing gags.
Gags, as you
Yeah.
know, I haven't really changed.
No. Why
But I
change?
remember this, if in year 3,
Yep.
year 4, how was that? That's a while ago. I don't know what year that would have been.
2008,
8 or something.
2009.
In that period of time, one of the ads that we saw on TV a lot was
Was the
how
grout guy. Oh.
No, it was the how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Oh,
And
was
we would
that
always
that
make,
one?
and we would always make the joke, and we'd make like an ad to be like, "Hey Josh, how does it feel to make 5 gum?" And I'd be like, "It feels." He'd be like,
Sensational.
Yeah.
While one group was doing the
Yeah.
the big swing, the other group would be
High
doing
ropes.
the high ropes course.
We went the same way.
The high ropes course.
the high ropes course.
The high ropes course cured
Terrified.
my fear for heights.
Terrified.
I had no idea that like fears of things could actually be cured. I was shit scared of heights. I did the high ropes course. Now I'm like, I love heights for some reason. It's the greatest thing ever, but goddamn was it terrifying before you did it.
I still don't like heights.
Because it's an obstacle course, but like I think the one we had at our camp was 8 meters in the air.
I'm going to be honest.
That's a long way
I
in
don't
the air.
think we ever got to do the high ropes course.
Oh, your group
And I
didn't
think
do
that's
it.
why
Oh,
I've never been able to shake that.
Yeah, because our group did it in year 8. Maybe you got
Really?
rained out or something. But yeah, we did it in
high
year
ropes
8, and
course?
it solved my whole problem. Yeah, we did it before we did the rock climbing. It's like a training exercise or whatever. Because it's essentially like for those playing along at home, like a low ropes course that everyone's
Right, yeah, I
done.
remember the low ropes
Yeah.
course. I'm trying to
8
remember
meters
if
in
it
the
got.
air.
I think it might have been rained out.
Yeah, it must have been rained out.
Because
you
I
wouldn't
remember
have done
doing
it in
the rock
rain.
climbing regardless.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I also remember doing the. Are we going to talk about abseiling next?
do it.
Abseiling. I remember
Yeah.
doing abseiling. As
How
well.
fun was that?
I have a weird story about that
Yeah.
as well. I remember we went and it's always scary because you put the
Yeah.
little hook in
Yep.
and there's someone holding you
Yep.
and you climb up on actual rocks
Yep.
and then you have to zip down, right?
Yeah, you zip down, you bounce down.
And I'm sitting there climbing up.
Freeze
I
the
look to
bird.
my left
Yeah.
and I see someone who looks familiar to me.
Yeah.
And this is on a mountain.
Is this a
full-
different group, not the school
you're-
group?
We're in a school group.
Yep.
But there's multiple school groups on the mountain.
Right.
Look to my left. I see someone looking down at me and it gives me a smile. Waves. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, who
So
would it
someone-
be?
It turns out it was like a teacher that I had
Oh.
about 5 years ago in primary school.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even like my main teacher.
he wasn't even a real
substitute
teacher. Yep, yep,
I
yep.
had him for like 3 days. And he looked at me.
He
looked
remembered
and
you?
and he gave me a smile.
No way.
It was weird.
That's bizarre. He was just abseiling down a mountain. Well, you are
Well,
abseiling
yeah.
down a mountain.
Fun time. He also told us that he was a teacher who told us a story about how shampoo was about these things called shams, and they'd make poo, and then that's what shampoo was.
I'm never going to shampoo my hair the same. All right, so we
Fun
got
times.
3. The last 2, canoeing.
Canoeing.
Absolutely love canoeing. Although
This is
I
the
didn't
thing
know
I've
how to
taken the
swim
most
until
from
like grade
camp.
3.
This
so,
is the thing I
yeah.
took about. I've always been a big swimmer. I
Yep.
love swimming.
Yep.
And you know what's better than swimming? Getting
Yep.
in a thing and then paddling through the water.
Beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
didn't think I liked it, and then I went out with my family onto
Yeah.
the Murray River.
Yeah.
Went into a canoe, and I love it.
On an earlier episode, I think you said you did canoe the Kooyong or
Did canoe the Kooyong?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like going canoeing again. It's
Oh,
the thing I love.
I've for years my dad's been saying, "Oh, I'm going to get a canoe." So I think for some birthday we're going to buy him like a double canoe or whatever. And when he's retired,
yeah,
he can just
100%.
go out, go in his canoe. And final one,
Where are we going with this?
final game,
Final game.
lantern stalk.
Lantern
Now,
stalk. Yes.
if you didn't go to our school, because must be nice, must be nice. We
Must be
understand
nice.
that it's
We
pretty
understand.
nice. We played this game where I feel like they can't play it these days. I asked my sister if they played it when she went on camp because she teaches at our old school. They don't do it anymore
No
for
way.
that year level. I don't know if they do it for older. She was with 7.
We were doing it since year 7 or something.
And I can understand why they don't. What it is, I'm going to give a quick rundown.
Go for it quickly.
The middle of the bush, they just pick a section of land and it's at nighttime. No phone, no torches or nothing. They throw you all out in the bush and you have to make your way from the bottom of the hill up the
top
hill,
of the hill.
in the pitch black.
And there'll be a
in the
big
bush at
lantern
nighttime.
at the top of it.
Big old lanty
And there's
boy.
probably like 3 or 4 people with torches.
Like just randomly in the bush.
Randomly
You
placed,
don't
and
know
you
where
wouldn't
they
know
are.
because they'd put you there.
Yeah.
And the idea is basically you'd climb up and there'd be people just randomly trying to
Yeah,
catch
it'd be
people.
like 200 meters. You had to make it up this hill at nighttime without being
And you'd
seen
have
by
to
the
touch-
guys with the things.
And you have to touch the lantern.
I remember it being terrifying because you'd be running through the bush. You wouldn't know which way you were facing. You wouldn't know if you were in the field or whatever.
I couldn't tell you a single thing about that course.
Just
Other than-
absolute frenzy.
100%.
That's what it was.
It was-
Lantern Stalk. Oh, Jake, we could organize a bunch of guys to go out and play Lantern Stalk.
That'd be really fun.
I'm going to the desert.
Oh.
With a whole massive group of people.
Oh.
I should do desert
Without
Lantern
me.
Stalk.
Yeah.
You can
come
drive
back.
up. You can drive
I'll
up.
drive up. Here's what I think.
Yeah.
You try it there. If
Yeah.
it does work, if not, let's unironically and let's do that. We could
Yeah.
even this could be a podcast
we can
based
easily organize this.
100%. Let's find an area which is good for lantern
Just like a bushy park.
A bushy
we got
park
plenty
with a
of
bit
bushy
with a-
parks
with a-
in
with
the
a bit of-
3056.
with a bit of height to it.
Actually, we
Let's get
can't do
some
it in
mates.
Brunswick because we will die.
We will die.
Yeah.
Let's find a spot.
Yep.
And let's all play lantern store.
This is a fantastic idea.
You know what else is fantastic idea?
The next slide.
Do you remember in episode 28 when you said that really long one that you really liked?
Yeah, because it made you late.
Well, I hated it. And it did make me hate, but this was episode 38.
Well, you said they were getting worse, and we have continued on that landslide.
Yeah,
But
thank you so
38
much.
of the comedians, we're 2 away from 40.
We're
now,
2 away.
don't ask me if we're 2 away until it's 40 or at the end of this one there's 2. I can't figure that out.
No.
Because as we discovered on this segment, this episode, we're shit at maths.
We're so bad at maths.
We got 1 out of 3. We almost got to 1. And we absolutely didn't get anywhere close to the other one.
And you know what else we did this
Yes.
time? We talked about how I went to the museum.
You did. You learned all about dinosaurs, about fishies.
We did.
About what else did you learn about?
Oh, that's a good question.
The human body.
The human body.
Baby chinos.
And
beautiful
baby
thing.
chinos and Tupperware.
And then what
And
else did
that's
we
right.
talk about?
We talked about
Something
a bad
else.
ad.
A bad
The
ad.
grout guy.
The grout guy. The absolute earworm that's been in my mind for the last 9 years or whatever.
There it
Brand
is.
new and sparkling. I love it. I reckon we should do a trap remix.
Maybe. That'd be very
of
funny.
the what is it? Renault, not
Yeah.
Renault van, Guttervac. What is it? Grout man. Grout man.
The grout guy.
And then we ended talking about school camp. Because
camp.
our life is slipping through our fingers.
That's right.
And there's not much time left. We're getting old, Joshua.
That's true. And I think I might be getting a little old,
Yes.
but I'm starting to hear something.
I do. I do hear something. And I think it must mean that it's coming up to the end of the podcast.
Oh.
So what should they do?
Oh, give us those 5 stars and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.